Next video. Having a breakdown. Self-sabotage. Memories of when I was a child. With photos.
Oh, proof that she was a child. Nobody believes me, so I'm gonna prove it. I was a child. Haters, look at this. You're all wrong.
All right.
Hello. Welcome to a new vlog. So I was on TikTok last night. I have like
Oh my god, I'm shocked. You were on TikTok?
Wasn't showered either.
this thing that I do. It's a little schedule where right before bed I just scroll on TikTok, and something about it
Hey,
just
that's
like
your schedule.
Yeah.
calms me down. My melatonin's flowing through my body, and I don't know what it is. I do it for like 20
on the
minutes.
Delta 8 and the melatonins. We're taking all of the downers.
She doesn't sleep laying down.
No.
She just doesn't.
Not sleeping laying down is horrible.
But she's you in danger, girl.
It is what it is. And I got this TikTok that popped up about like something about like when you have a Jeep, which is one of my favorite cars, by the way. I'm not really a car girly, but I do like a Jeep. I like a Jeep.
Of course, she likes the literal most basic white girl thing a human being can be into. It's Jeep shit.
Mm-hmm.
Why does this not...
Is she just now finding out about Jeeps?
Jeep stuff.
She's gonna buy a Jeep just to own one and not know how to drive it?
Oh, it bugs me so bad.
Jeep people are weird.
Wagon, if we're being like super detailed. So anyways, I saw this TikTok where there was like tons of ducks on the Jeep, and I was like, is this one of those things on...
Amber wants a Jeep now so that people will be her friends and give her ducks.
My sister does this shit, and
Yes,
it's
she
so
does.
weird.
It's so cringe.
And my buddy has a Jeep, and he gets the ducks and he just throws them right in the trash. He's like, I don't want your fucking ducks. He just throws them in the trash.
I mean, if I had a Jeep, I would probably be excited about the ducks. I'd also probably be a weirdo with the ducks all over my dashboard. But it's still stupid.
TikTok that isn't actually real. I just open my blinds, which I do every single morning, and there is a Jeep parked across from my apartment. The whole windshield. I mean, there's at least 20 ducks. And I was like, oh my God, this is a real thing. I don't drive. I don't have a Jeep. But I'm almost tempted to go buy some little...
You can't drive.
If she's just going to say she's going to buy ducks to put on Jeeps, that's not how it works, Amber. You can only do it if you're a Jeep person. You can't just buy ducks and put Jeeps on when you don't even drive.
Ducks just to put on Jeeps. I don't know why people with Jeeps do this. I don't know.
There's not a people with Jeeps.
I just learned it, and now I'm physically seeing it in real life. I have had not a good day today. I got my dress stained, so I'm going to change my shirt real...
Stop it. Stop it. Don't.
I'm thinking...
Yes, like rubber duckies. The little tiny rubber duckies. They put them on each other's car when they see other Jeep people in the wild. Lena said, hi, Mr. and Mrs. Sin. Hope you all had a good weekend. We did have a good weekend, didn't we?
I did have a really good weekend.
Thank you, Lena. We did.
We did a really good shoot last night. Very happy with how that came out.
Uh-huh.
Shirt real quick, so...
There was a point to this.
I got my dress stained, so I'm going to change my...
There's a Carlin bit that this made me think of.
Stop it.
So if you're stranded on an island and you have resorted to cannibalism, does everybody gang up on the little guy? Or do you all take down the big bodybuilder because he's got a bunch of steaks and chops on him?
You're probably the big guy.
Shirt real quick.
Because if you don't,
so
the big guy's going to
I will
start
be
eating
right
the little
back.
people.
I just think it's
Ariana, I'm doing the thing where I tap the side of my nose and I point at you.
so funny because the last time that
That's
happened,
true,
I was also
Ariana.
wearing that dress. So like, what's happening? Well, I have had such a hard day today. I have not been wanting to film. I've been back on my like heartbreak.
There's a lot.
She's been back on her heartbreak like she was ever off of it?
There's a lot happening.
Heartbreak bullshit, like crying and just feeling super unmotivated to do
Oh, wow.
anything really. Y'all, I literally just slammed my finger in a door. Yes, I did. I was taking Twinkie potty when I
No, you weren't.
She just lets Twinkie out.
was coming back in. I don't know what I did, but yeah, now my finger, it's not bruised, swollen or anything, but
I know what the rubber duck thing is, ISO. I'm just I don't get it. It's not for me to get. You know, I was back when I stood in line and waited for bourbon and did all that shit. I was talking to someone like, dude, I don't fucking get the Jeep thing. It's so weird. And then he's like, dude, we're standing in line for alcohol. And I said, yeah, okay. Fair point.
I feel bad for the people who have like the normal SUV kind of Jeeps. 'Cause I don't think they're included. And if I had one of those and then found out that the duck thing was a thing, but I didn't get the ducks because my Jeep was a different style of Jeep, I think I would be offended.
I think it's just got to be a modified Jeep.
It has to be one of the boxy Jeeps, not the SUV Jeeps, which are nicer looking anyways, but...
Yeah. I every time, I like seeing that it's like, you know how you can put stuff in the what's it called? Aerodynamic engine, where it shows you where things are not aerodynamically well.
Okay.
I saw one that they put a giant lobster in next to a Jeep, and it's like the lobster is more aerodynamic than a Jeep. When they put Bulbasaur next to a Jeep, it's Bulbasaur is more aerodynamic than a Jeep.
It's like throbbing a little bit, so that hurt. But I wanted to do some P.O. Box. I still have my P.O. Box, so if you want to send me anything, here's my P.O. Box.
I thought she said she was shutting it down.
When she moves, she's got to get presents until then.
But if you guys want...
And feud that she's going to say she threw away, but she didn't really throw away.
If you guys want a better P.O. Box, here you go.
Yeah, that's our P.O. Box.
This is a much better P.O. Box to send stuff to.
It's much better.
Much better. Expensive, but much better.
We actually like this stuff.
We do. And you know what you would like? Is a $90 John Wick.
Like, my contract for the P.O. Box is for the next couple of months, so you guys can still send me stuff. I've had people ask. So first thing I'm going to open is this package here. So these are some really pretty earrings from Bobby. Thank you so freaking
Your lighting is way too close here, Amber.
much. Like, look how beautiful those are. Their dad actually made them for me, specifically for me. So that's like
You're never going to wear those. Those are like super ugly.
And amazing. Thank you so
nice
much. Like,
that
to
someone
think of
made them
me
for you, but you're never going to wear those, Amber.
and to like take the time to do that. They're stunning. So the next thing
Stunning.
is
Is this
this
the same package?
They're stunning.
package right here, which there's no note to, but it's a book called Life Isn't Weighed on the Bathroom Scales by Laura Rose. So I guess it's a book about like debunking myths.
Don't be a victim of the thinness conspiracy.
This is a troll, and she doesn't realize it.
It's gotta be.
This is a straight up troll, and she just doesn't get it.
Yeah, somebody found this at Goodwill and sent it to her.
About weight loss industry, I guess. So whoever sent this to me, thank you. Okay guys, so I'm about to actually show you something super like special to me. So I'm just gonna do a real quick backstory. I am the oldest of 4. I have 3 younger brothers, and when I was first put into foster care,
Time for none of this stuff to make sense.
Yeah, time for a bunch of stories that don't add up.
me and one of my brothers were put into foster care while the other one actually got put up for closed adoption. So
Okay, we're still missing one.
Wait, she said she has 2 or 3?
3.
Oh.
So he was adopted, and that was one of the hardest things that I've ever had to go through. And then my mom ended up getting pregnant again, and she ended up having my baby brother, and I only got to meet him one time. My mom actually had him while I was in foster care, but I was
Then how did you save his life when he was an infant?
That's weird.
able to the hospital where she had him for a supervised visit, and I held him in my arms, and
Yeah, I thought she was the middle child. She said she was the middle child. She said she has an older brother.
Yeah, wouldn't she be? Because if some were in foster care or whatever, and then she had the baby brother, that would make her in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was older than the baby brother, and then the other brothers were older than her, is what she just said.
my mom actually sent me a picture. I don't even know how she still has it, but she sent me a picture of that day. Yeah, she
Okay,
did.
but how did you only meet him that one time, but you saved his life when he strangled? This isn't adding up, Amber.
Like, there's not a lot of things I remember from my childhood, but I remember that moment, and I remember that day, and I remember how, like, wonderful
Oh, the adopted one is the one she supposedly saved. Okay,
It
so
was,
there's
but
2 of them younger than her.
how hard it was. So in this photo, I am about 12 years old, and 3 years later, I actually wrote a poem. So I was 15, and I still have that poem. I remember when I was in high school, I went to the trailer where I used to live, and
Guys,
there was still
okay, wait. I know a lot of girls, we all wrote goofy poetry in high school, didn't we?
You did?
We all did. It's a girl thing.
Is it a girl thing?
Do you keep it until you're fucking 30? Because I could not find a goofy poem that I wrote in high school if my life depended on it.
Do you remember it?
I do not remember any of them. I bet my kids
Oh.
got some goofy girl poetry in there. It's things that we do. But you don't keep them. You don't freaking keep them.
some stuff
A lot of people saying no.
No, ladies, don't lie. You did.
Stuff laying around, couches, and things were torn apart by the police, and it was just insane. But there was a few
Cringy fanfic that you never published counts. Yes, that counts.
Wait, hold on.
Middle school, yeah, okay, yeah, probably like 7th grade. Not really high school, maybe like 7th grade-ish.
Poltergeist's got the right idea. Rolling Stone gathers no moss, burn it all.
So I am about 12 years old, and 3 years later, I actually wrote a poem. So I was 15, and I still have that poem. I remember when I was in high school, I went to the trailer where I used to live, and there was still some stuff laying around, couches, and things were torn apart by the police, and...
What? They just left it abandoned for 10 years?
Apparently.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
It was just insane. But there was a few things still left in my room. And one of those things was the poem that I wrote about.
Oh my god. Exploration Lynn went back into the trailer that this sounds like such nonsense. She's making it sound like it's a trailer in the woods, and not, if it is a trailer, not in some fancy upscale Northern California trailer park.
Right.
My baby brother, who I only got to meet one time, and through all the years of being alive, because I'm 32, I have been able to keep that poem. So I want to show you the picture. I also want to read you the poem.
Her life is a Hallmark movie. It really is.
I wonder if a lot of her stories come from like Lifetime movies, but just nobody watches them, so nobody catches it.
Yeah.
It's not that good. Remember, I was 15, okay? But it was special and important to me, and I...
Wait a minute. If she was 15, isn't this when she ate her mom's meth too? When she was 15?
Yes, that
in
was
the
also when
trailer.
She was 15. Yes, she ate
So
the meth at 15.
They just kept meth in an abandoned trailer.
Maybe.
This make no sense.
No, this doesn't make sense. But I'm gonna die if she reads us the poem.
I will please read it, because then I have to piss. But please read
I
it.
really want to open up a little bit more and show it.
Maybe she was high on meth when she wrote the poem.
You're out there under the same moon. We placed our feet on the same gravel. I met you once and held you tight. I think of the sadness of my last goodbye. You looked at
This doesn't even rhyme.
Oh, her love's a baby.
me with baby eyes, oblivious to your future
This also doesn't look like a trailer.
versus mine. Our mom made the
can't
choice.
tell.
You can.
It's a curtain behind her. You really can't tell.
Every trailer I've ever been in, I guess it's...
A lot of them have a sliding door.
Yeah, the sliding doors, no curtains. They have shutters.
While I suffer the
No,
consequence.
some of them have curtains.
Although I saw everything we could be, our mom made the choice and set you free. A brother I will love forever, who will never love me. My first brother.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Monica. It doesn't look like a trailer, but it most certainly does not look like a hospital.
No, it's definitely not a hospital. They don't have wooden rocking chairs in hospitals.
John Galt, they really are. My friend in high school, his grandparents had a fucking double wide in one of those really nice
The double wides are
upscale
big.
parks.
You wouldn't think they would be, but on the inside they're
Man,
big.
they are fancy.
Mm-hmm.
My first brother that was put
Hold on, what was that little frame there? What's going on? Come on, I gotta see it.
Just a little bit of living room. Okay.
Why?
That's her editing.
Ah, yes.
Her good editing.
My first brother that was put up for
Because,
adoption.
you know, she can't get the details with her stubby fingers on the phone, so she just misses things sometimes.
That I was really close to. I saved his life and everything. I still don't know where he is. I think about him, dream about him, miss him.
I thought he reached out to her.
I thought so too. Maybe
Love
that's
him
a different
dearly,
one.
and I just hope that he's okay. But the one in that photo that I just showed you guys, he found us a few years ago, so he is actively in my life.
I thought she just said she doesn't know where he is.
I think she's talking about multiple brothers at the same time.
What the hell?
She's not talking about all the same person. She's talking about all the different brothers.
And I can safely say that, you know, that last line in the poem isn't true. He loves me and I love him, and I've never been so grateful, and I can only hope that my other baby brother will find me one day, hopefully. Okay, so right now I'm actually making a little storeless moment and kind of thinking more of like, what is it that I want to do with myself? Like, I thoroughly just...
Well, don't write down a goal, because if you do, you're not going to attain it. So just don't make it a goal. I'm in captain.
I feel so lost as a person right now. I just feel so lost, and I just need to find myself,
exercise,
be myself, like just wholeheartedly. I don't care about what anyone says about me. I don't care. I just need to be myself, and I have to keep like reminding myself of that, because the only person I got right now is myself. That's the only person I got right now.
What about your brother who loves you?
How
and your
lost
mom?
I feel. Like if I didn't even have myself, I don't even know. Like I just don't even know. Just like amongst all that and just like feeling lost, I know that I'm gaining weight. Like I actively see it in my face when I'm editing, and
if you know you're gaining weight, why you keep playing the popsicle game with the sticks? You're suddenly supposed to play it for losing weight, Amber.
Kind of shocks me. I'm not gonna lie, because like it's hard to notice weight loss on my body, and it's also really hard to notice weight gain on my body. And the fact that I can
see it in your face.
See that, I hate it. I hate it so much. Like I just can't sit around and sit and wait and wait and wait. Like what am I waiting for? You know? And I don't know why, but like I keep having like these feelings of guilt. And I talk about guilt a lot in therapy, with things that happened in my past when I was younger, things that were definitely not my fault. And it's like my therapist is trying to teach me like
nothing's her fault.
When it's okay to feel guilt, and when I'm feeling guilt for like reasons that
Is this sped up?
Doesn't feel
Yes.
really don't make sense, things that I shouldn't feel guilty for. But something I'm feeling like a sense of guilt, which I feel like is
not going through with weight loss surgery, not exercising.
Oh, is this where she's feeling bad for not changing when she was with Jade?
It must be.
Sabotaging me, like I'm doing like
I saw this on Yabba ?
A self-sabotage situation type deal. It's like when I was with Feline, like a lot of people, you know, thought she was a feeder and like.
Oh, clearly there's something going on there.
I mean, you said she was coming to help you get healthy and on track, because she was very supportive and wanted you to lose weight and get healthy, but you just keep gaining since she's been there, so it's kind of strange.
Keep gaining. What? Keep gaining. Come on.
All this nonsense that is not true. The whole time she was so supportive and she wanted me to lose weight. And it wasn't because of physicality, because she finds me beautiful. And
okay.
For that, I'm forever grateful, because she actually made me feel that way a lot. And it was just because of health and because of stamina. And, you know, she wanted to have a whole life with me. And obviously at this size, she was only able to have like a partial part of that instead of like what she fully wanted, you know?
Right.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Right. No. Like we've always said, Feline is a young woman who wants to live her life with her partner, not sit in a freaking house. And Amber refuses to do anything to be able to get out of the freaking house.
Like we couldn't
Outside is fat phobic.
hop on a plane and go to Bora Bora.
No, you can't. But if you would have got your surgery, you could be on the way to doing that, Amber.
Me. I had all this support from her and all the guidance. She always urged me to exercise and to eat healthy and do right. And it's like, if I do that now.
It's too late. You done fucked up. You had 2 years, girl. You clearly didn't give a shit. You don't miss her that bad. You would have done it.
No, Sammy Bam. She said she ate meth when she was really young. And then she said she ate it when she was like 10. And then she said she ate it when she was 15.
Yeah, just not long ago. Even she said she was 15.
Yeah.
It was just like a month ago, maybe.
Yep.
Because it's like, why didn't I do that when I was with her? So it's like, I have this like guilt.
Yeah, I can see why you'd be guilty. You should have done it. Maybe you'd have been able to go to the fireworks and wouldn't have had to fight about needing to stay home.
Profile picture of the week right there. That's fantastic. Look at that.
Oh, she's so sad.
When the cheese be skimping.
Uh-huh.
When the cheese be skimping.
Poor thing.
All right, send it over, Karina. My morbid fascination. I need to know.
Like guilt feeling. And I know I need to talk about it.
When the buffet is closed.
Oh, jeez.
When she can't have cupcakes.
In therapy. And like
she's crying and whining about it very loudly so that Feline in the next room can hear her.
I am so sorry.
Right.
I've talked about it to Feline, obviously. Like, it's something we
Yeah,
talked
it's hard
about.
to find a sympathy bone for her.
You know, now she's actually has tears because she's crying for herself.
Yeah, it's all about herself. She can't have what she wants.
Earlier today, and it's just like, she obviously doesn't want me to feel this way, like, regardless if we're together or not. Like,
She wants
me to
Feline to just stay with her and be content to sit in the apartment forever and waste her youth.
Yep.
That's what she wants.
succeed, but it's like, why do I feel so bad that, like, if I succeed now but we're not together? Like, it's such a weird, like...
That's not gonna happen.
Oh, well, that's another excuse to not even bother. Well, I already lost her, so why bother?
If I succeed now that we're not together, I'm gonna feel bad. Well, you're not. At this rate, you're not going to.
Wasn't this her reason for the Becky breakup, too? Was Becky wanted to go and do things and Amber couldn't go and do things?
Yep.
It's pretty much the same scenario. That didn't teach her anything. This didn't teach her anything. The next person's going to break up with you for the same reason, Amber.
thing in my brain, like, that I just can't understand, and it just makes me feel guilty. Like, I don't know, I hate it so much. Anyways, I don't want to sit here and just, like, blubber
No, but I need to get the ad revenue.
I need the clicks.
and cry and whatever. So I'm trying to sit here and, like, take away those feelings of, like, yes, Amberlynn, you didn't do it while you were with her, but do it while you're not with her. You don't have to be with her to do it. And you don't have to feel guilty for succeeding while not being with her. And I have to figure out, like, how I can say that and actually mean it. A lot of people, like, have said in the past that it seems like I self-sabotage myself, and it's, like, the first time ever in my life I feel that way, that I'm, like, subconsciously self-sabotaging myself.
Maybe you should talk to your therapist about this, not YouTube.
I am subconsciously self-sabotaging myself.
Uh-huh. Makes perfect sense, don't you know?
None of this makes any sense. Oh boy, let's see what we got. Yeah, there's just... Ooh. Them was just rotted. Look at that.
Babe.
No, they can't see
I know, well, move on.
Sam.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's very good. That Joker is struggling.
And I'm, like, just tripping about it, and I don't know, it's, like, the craziest feeling that I just cannot wrap my head around fully. I'm trying to ignore it and I'm trying to push it away, but sometimes when feelings are so strong, that's, like, sometimes virtually impossible to do. So I'm sitting here and I'm trying to make, like, a store list and trying to decide, like, what just makes the most sense to me. And it's like, I just want to, like, do common sense. I just want to eat healthier, you know, just take out the junk, take out the fast food.
No fast food.
Unless it's something super healthy, but even then it's just like...
No, fast food is not super healthy.
Yeah.
McDonald's does not have a super healthy option.
McDonald's used to have side salads. I don't even think they have those anymore.
But they don't even have the parfaits either. I enjoyed the parfaits.
Yeah, those were gross.
It's hard for me to choose healthier fast food options and takeout options. I don't know why. Like, losing weight can be easy. Like, realistically...
No, ham and beans. That's true. Whining like this is not very cash money.
Yeah, no.
Can be. But I just make it so much more difficult than it needs to
The Wendy's salads aren't bad, Zach.
be. Like, for real. So, with pen to paper, I have made a
The snack wraps were the shit.
store list. So, we'll definitely do a grocery haul, and I don't know. I just... word vomit, and honestly kind of off topic, I just want to say thank you guys for being, like, my video diary audience.
I thought you had a therapist.
I appreciate it. And I've also heard around the grapevine, if you will, people are like, this is supposed to be, you know, Amberlynn's single era, like, she's supposed to be just, like, popping off and, like, having a glow
what
up.
happened to going to the grocery store as a single whammon now? What happened to that?
Rectus. Dominoes. I gotta hear this again.
You know, Amberlynn's single era, like, she's supposed to be just, like, popping off and, like, having a glow up. And
What are you gonna pop off to? Where are you going to glow up? I'm gonna get my glow up and I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna buy purses She's not gonna go out to clubs or bars or do stuff to actually meet people.
No.
Hey, Wingy.
No, I'm not in my single era. I'm in my heartbreak era.
Oh my god. I'm not in my single era. I'm in my heartbreak era.
Oh boy.
That's random background.
That is not.
I am broken era. I am in my I'm lost era. I am freaking sad. I am grieving. I am mourning era. I'm not in.
She's acting worse than I did when my mom died.
I mean, she is. This is very attractive to wifey. It's definitely making her want to come back.
Single Lynn era. That's not where I'm at right now. And it's like, if you can't appreciate me being vulnerable, just kind of accepting.
She's in her fucking ego era.
Yes.
That this is where my life is at right now. It's like, bye. Obviously, like, there's no connection between me and you, so why are you watching?
No, she's literally acting like her actual wife of like 20 years died.
Right.
That's how my grandpa acts.
He does.
I feel like all
Oh boy.
the people that I watch, there's like some sort of connection, and anyone that I like hate, I can't watch. Like, that's like so hard for me. And I know that if there was anyone that I was watching was going through what I was going through, like, my heart would go out to them and I would understand where they're coming from and like where their life is and all of that. And I just feel like people are expecting.
Jesus Christ, Sam. I can't even read that.
Oh boy.
Wingy with the tomatoes.
A lot out of me right now when it's hard for me sometimes just to get out of bed.
People are expecting this, Amber, because when you came out and told us you had to break up, you said it was totally mutual, and I'm doing things as a single woman now. Watch me go to the grocery store as a single woman, and you were acting like you were all about to do this single woman life, and now you're just crying about it and admitting that the mutual was a lie. So
Lie.
I'm finding things to do with my life to distract myself. But there's only so much distraction that I can do. There's only so much, talking I can do to other people or journaling I can do. There's only so much of those things.
Yeah, who?
her friends.
Brags about friends?
No.
Yes.
Things.
Stop it.
You leave her alone. She can
Until it's just like it all ran out and I'm back to feeling that just like horrible wave of just sad. So yeah, this is like a video diary for me. This isn't my single era. This is my heartbreak era for sure.
Oh,
And you know what? She did mention Twinkies, so that counts.
Okay, fine.
And I just wish people were a little more kind. I really do.
Oh, that end.
My mother had a heart attack today. Luckily, everything looks as good as it can. Amber's crying more than my whole family. Sorry, John.
Wow, John.
Hope everything gets better, buddy.